Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Jeskai Lilah. So last time I played Jeskai Lilah and it had pretty good results, but I thought about this deck and I just think it works so much better with Jeskai. A lot of people want to play in Grixis because you can use it black mana to cast Vein Ripper, you can use the black mana to play Maestro Charm, but I thought about it. Nah, what we need is anti-aggro in Lightning Helix. We can also get a lot of filtering with Faithful Mending, which also gains us life. So this deck is now curved all the way into Jeskai. Faithful Mending, Lightning Helix, we're not going to die from damage. Right, and then if we can stick Widespread Thieving, every time we cast a gold spell, we get treasure, and that treasure is going to help Lilah combo off with push-pull into Vein Ripper. So that's the same idea, the same deck, but now no black mana. We don't need black mana. Where we're going, what we are going to get is so much life that our opponent would just cry and die because of that. So here's how this deck works, right? In the early game, we got 4 Goldhound. We always want to have Goldhound in the early game because then we can curve into turn 2 Widespread Thieving. That is so broken. If you can turn 2 Widespread Thieving, turn 3 you can double these gold spells or just play a Lilah and play one of these gold spells if you draw another land, right? So actually no, you can't. Turn 3 you get 3 mana, so yeah, don't play your Lilah and have her die. That's something that I think a lot of noobs will do. Definitely play Lilah only if you can back that up with an impactful spell. And I mean impactful, not just a Faithful Mending or a Slick Sequence. I mean back that up with a push-pull, a Flotsam, or in the fringe scenarios, you can back that up with an Ill-Timed Explosion. That way you draw 4 cards with 4 mana. That's really good. So yeah, turn 1 we want a Goldhound. Turn 2 we have a Faithful Mending and Slick Sequence, 2 of each, and then 4 Lightning Helix. If our opponent's aggro, we'll kill him that way. If our opponent is control, we'll filter our draws. If our opponent is some sort of temple, we can draw cards with Slick Sequence or just hold off and Faithful Mending and just get more mana that way. If, and that's only if, we cannot turn 2 Widespread Thieving. Otherwise, that's what we want to do. No matter what, landing a Widespread Thieving on turn 2 is the way to go. Or just land on turn 3, still good, right? This is a deck where you almost want a hard mulligan for a Widespread Thieving. This card is so great. And then we have Lilah, 3 mana, never play on turn 3, right? We only want to play Lilah when we want to combo her off. So keep that off. And then we look at no black mana, but we have an Obscure Charm and a Maestro Charm. You might think, how does that work? Well, there's 4 Goldhounds and 4 Widespread Thieving. We got a lot of treasures to help us cast Obscure Charm and Maestro Charm. You know how good Widespread Thieving is. Why not use Obscure Charm, a combo with Widespread Thieving? That way, we get extra treasure. And that black, or not the black mana, but we can get treasure to cast black mana, but we can also use this to counter a spell, which we don't have any other counter spells in the deck. We can also use this to bring back a multicolored permanent. Well, what's a multicolored permanent we want to bring back? That's right here, Lilah. So yeah, Obscure Charm is pretty good as well. Maestro Charm, of course, help us filter by looking at the top 5 and taking 1 card, but we can also use it as a removal. Kill a Shieldred, 5 damage does kill a Shieldred. We can also gain 3 life if we don't want to die. Well, Lightning Helix gains 3 life for 2 mana. This gains 3 life for 3 mana, which is why I like Helix better than Maestro Charm in this deck. So turn 4, all we have is Ill-Timed Explosion. We want to wipe the board or just draw cards. This is a trick that you really have to think about, because when you pay 4 mana for this, are you drawing 2, or you're drawing 2 cards? Are you discarding those 2 cards? Because it doesn't say, the card you drew, you just discard any card. So if you have Vein Ripper, Calamity, toss them. You don't need them, that you want them in the graveyard. But maybe there's some other impactful cards that you don't want to discard, but you need to discard for board wipe. That is a decision that you have to make on a game-to-game basis, which makes this deck a little bit more fun to play, right? No 5 mana, but on 6 mana plays, we got Push, Flotsam. They look like 6 mana plays, they're not, right? These are cards that we want to trick out with the Undefeated Slickshot. And then we have 4 Vein Ripper and 1 Calamity as the actual card that we want to bring back with the Lilah combo. The funny thing about this deck is that you don't actually need the Vein Ripper to win every time. Sometimes it's just good enough to Lilah, combo off with Ill-Timed Explosion, and then just a bunch of Lightning Helix. That can also kill your opponent. And if you can just get 1 Vein Ripper in your graveyard and bring it back with 1 push and pull, that's usually good enough as well. Don't forget, we also have a Flotsam trick so that we can exile or make our opponent mills 3 and then cast a spell from each opponent's graveyard. That's you know, it's not great, but it's not like we're gonna have 5 pushes, so that's something. And this is also something that can work even if we did not hit a Vein Ripper into our graveyard. Maybe we'll hit a Vein Ripper in our opponent's graveyard. Who knows, right? And then of course the Galloping Calamity combos very well with Vein Ripper, because if we push pull out or just pull out a Vein Ripper with a Calamity, we can saddle the Calamity with a Vein Ripper, so that when the Calamity attacks, we get 2 copy of Vein Ripper. That's 3 Vein Rippers in play. Every time a creature dies, they take 6 and we gain 6, and at the end of turn, everything dies. So all 3 of our Vein Ripper will die. That's 3 times 6. They take 18. Just for, actually, also the Calamity dies. So that's they take 24 just from our creatures dying. So even if all of our attack did no damage, they will still take 24 damage just from the Vein Ripper combo or ability. Insanely crazy deck, but very land heavy. So we have 24 lands, and the 24 lands we have are very color focused. So we got 4 Inspiring Bluff Canal, 4 Inspiring Vantage. We definitely need the fast red mana to get Goldhound out. So that's why these double color red, or a double color that has red, definitely needs to be fast lands. Of course, also helps in casting Widespread Thieving on turn 2 or turn 3, right? So that's why we have these. Then we have the slow lands in 3 Deserted Beach, 2 Seachrome, or 2 Stormcarved Coast, and 2 Sundown Pass, right? So since we have these fast lands, we can run with these slow lands. 2 of each, right? 2 slow lands in blue-red, 2 slow lands in red-white. And then since we have 3 Deserted Beach, we also want to have 3 Meticulous Archive. The Archive is actually pretty useful as well, because we can Surveil 1, and if that Surveil happen to be a Vein Ripper, into the graveyard it goes. And then of course the basic lands, we're going to have 1 Eiganjo, 1 Otawara, 1 Sokazin, 1 Plain, 1 Island, 1 Mountain. The typical 1/1/1 for 3 color decks. So that's all I got for the deck intro. Let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent's gonna be Optimus. This avatar just always blocks the words. Does that say Go tier? Go I tier. Alright, with that Optimus. Not a good hand. Not a good hand. Opponent goes first. I don't have anything until turn 3, because push really can't get anywhere. So, but it does have the cards I do want, right? Widespread Thieving, Lilah. So maybe. Black. Play a tap land first. Yeah, it's unfortunate. If I had Goldhound turn 1, I could have played it. So now, do I play Goldhound into nothing? I guess. They can cut it down. They can't go for it, throw it. If they cut down a Goldhound, I'm not really that sad about it. There it is. It's a 1-for-1. I mean, next turn I'm thieving anyways. So our opponent really has not played anything. Wait. Almost did it wrong. So here's Widespread Thieving. Let's hide a Vein Ripper. Probably. I can tuck away a push in turn 5. But next turn I'm just ill-time exploding. Massacre Girl, huh? Yikes. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to do it right now. Maestro Charm. Does it do anything? It doesn't do anything right now, right? This does 5 damage anyways. So I'll decline. I like my cards. I could have pushed this turn, but I have nothing to push. Alright, Shieldred. Shieldred's sick. Lightning Helix. I can tuck the Lightning Helix as well. But I can also just Maestro Charm. It's kind of tricky. So I definitely want a Lilah. I'll get a... This is every time, right? Whenever you cast. So if I Lilah here, I get a treasure. I push and pull, I get another treasure. So Lilah costs 3, right? And then I'll have 3 mana. Push and pull costs 1. I'll have 2 mana. Not enough. I do have enough for Lightning Helix. That's about it. So yeah, I guess. Actually, I didn't play a land this turn, right? I did not play a land this turn. Destroy target tap creature. Alright, tucked away. I can also Maestro Charm. 5 damage to creature or planeswalker. I'll pay all 3. I'll get an extra 1 anyways. And then also, tucked away. Prowess, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Push and pull, huh? Can't really pull anything, but Life of Toshiro Umezawa. Okay, where's that going? This looks at the top 5, which is already good enough. Double Lightning Helix. Alright, let me look at the top 5. Maybe I can pull something out right now. I could just Vein Ripper right here, right? Let's see. Take 1 and put the rest into the graveyard. Do I want the Flotsam? I think it's lethal anyways. Well, not lethal, but it's GG anyways. Goodbye. Alrighty, our opponent is Planeswalker++. Yeah, your 2000 AIM naming convention right here. Should have been X. Alright, I don't have white mana, which I need everything I need white mana for. But I do get to go first, so I don't want to mulligan this hand. Let's see what happens. I just need to draw an extra land, right? Any land will work because of the Widespread Thieving, but, you know, we'll see. Swift Sphere? Uh oh. Well, like I said, any land would do, but I was hoping for a better land than that. Do I want Ill-Timed Explosion against this? He's not gonna have a whiteboard. Ruckus, scary. 3/4. Hardcast the Ruckus. Do I want to Widespread Thieve him? I get a lot of cards out that way if I do. I could Lightning Helix this turn, but it doesn't really do much, right? Can he burst me from here? Did we just get another Vein Ripper? Push and pull is not as good, man. I don't... I guess. To be fair, right? I do have a Vein Ripper that I will discard with the Faithful Mending, so... Let's see how wide he wants to go with that attack. Maybe he just does a lot of plotting. Play with fire. Bottom. Is it all? That can't be it. Play with fire again. It's a lot of damage. Alright, guys. You gotta be gutsy when it comes to that, right? Does he want to play another card? He doesn't. Alright, so now this is where it gets tricky. Because I definitely can Lightning Helix this. But I don't think it'll get me anywhere if I do. So I have to Lilah. And hope that my Lightning Helix get me there. Which it probably won't. Because he's got buff spells. Another Swift Sphere? Okay. I can block. I can block that Swift Sphere. Ancestral Anger. Okay, if I Lightning Helix this, does he have an instant speed buff spell? What if he does? Let's see it. That's okay, he does not. So he gets to draw a card there instead of the anger, but I'm okay with that. So 2/3, he can use that to kill Lilah. But I already have a Helix plotted and I'm at 11. I probably won't even block. Kumano. Well, if that's the case, then I will block. Goodbye. Take that, aggro. No match for our tricks. Alright, our opponent's gonna be Andre Kelly. There's so many people just use their name. Alright, opponent goes first. We do have Lilah, but nothing else, so do I want to keep this hand? Guess we'll draw into something, hopefully. The opponent does get to go first, and they're likely to be some aggro. That's Rona. Rona's... let's not look at her sleeve, right? That avatar looks like an aggro avatar. White. So, aggro it is. Ill-timed Explosion is pretty good against aggro, so let's see how wide they want to get with their board. Goldhound. They have a 1-mana removal? Is it get lost? You want to get lost a Goldhound? Oh wow. Okay. Really control. That would be... Huh. Simulacrum Synthesizer. So they're that deck. I don't have an artifact removal in this deck, so I guess we'll have to see what happens. That's a good top deck. This will hide a push and pull as well. Obscure Charm. Target creature or planeswalker. Nope. Return target multicolor permanent. Nope. So push and pull it is. No plays, huh? Do I want to just ill-timed explosion? Nothing? That's not that bad. Let's do it. If that's the case, I don't want to just drop anything here, right? I have a Faithful Mending I can use on the double Vein Ripper. I need him to have a tap creature. Okay, maybe he won't have a tap creature. So what do I do here? Faithful Mending. This is gonna get big real fast. I don't have 2 black or red. I will have the treasures, but do they? No, right? I don't think so. So this Faithful Mending can help me get the push and pull, but I can't actually use it, right? Because this goes first whenever you cast. So I guess I have the Lilah first. Well, in turn, let's see if he wants to get rid of my Lilah. I do have a plotted Faithful Mending, and that plotted Faithful Mending can help me cast the push and pull from the Widespread Thieving. He's gonna get Vigilance or just flying. If he knows what he's doing, he'll give Vigilance, right? Yeah. Okay, I guess he does know what he's doing. So, I'll just take that. I can take the 6. Right, and then he's gonna go wide. Probably. No? Interesting. He's holding up counter spells? So if he was holding up counter spells, wait, I can just pull with this, right? So let me Faithful Mending here. See if he wants to counter this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not actually enough. I pull. Do you counter? I'm pretty sure he's holding up a counter spell, right? 30 steps ahead. Yep. I will decline the second pay because I don't have anything now. Now I get to discard these slower lands. And then I'll play another land. And I'll pull anyways. Vein Ripper. It's a lot of vein ripping. Well, the 2 Vein Ripper dies and he takes a buttload of damage, I think. Yep. GG! Comboed off the Simulacrum through a counterspell. Wow. That's fun. Alrighty, our opponent is the Duntix. Yo. Duntix. This hand is the butts. Not giving that. Double push pull. Vein Ripper can't trigger any of these. I have a Lightning Helix. That's about it. Better. Probably put back a Flotsam. It's not very useful in this hand. So I'll keep 6. Put back a Flotsam. Don't know what that word means at all. Red. Cacophony. Fear the power of my first strike. Alright, so if he has, what's it called again? Was that Monster's Rage? He can kill the Goldhound, so I don't know if I want to let him do that for free. But it's also Trample, so I'll take a buttload of damage here. That's fine, I'll take that buttload. There it is. You want to double that? Sure. Probably not the Sulkazin, right? Let's thieve it up. What can I get here that's good? A Vein Ripper is pretty good. Might be a while before I get there, but you know, I can get there. Can he deal 10 this turn? Just the 1 attack. Picnic Ruiner? Interesting. So I can ruin both of those. No Lilah, but I can push 1 and then sequence the other one. I'm at 9. Still think I do it. No, can I sequence the other one? I have red, right? So yeah, I'll push the Swiss Sphere. Good thing they tapped himself out for me. Double Helix, alright. Well, that's kind of lock it down, right? Kumano. Cool. Go to 8. Ruin more picnics. Now we're talking. Lilah. Can he pump it out of the way? I don't think so, right? +2 health? No, he's on red? There's no +2 health in red. So. Okay. GG, I guess. You coward. There's a 3-3 on board you don't want to fight, huh? Alright, our opponent is Webby Relic. Relic of the Forgotten Age. We go first. Vein Ripper. Calamity. Cannot discard unless I draw a Faithful Mending with 2 lands. Can I afford to keep this hand? I also cannot Lightning Helix with this. But you know me. When I have a greedy hand, I keep. And I'll get punished. Swift Spear. Let's just get the removal on. I'm gonna need it. Scam. Check. If I don't draw a land, I'm gonna quit. That is a land. That is another land that I want. Let's see how big he gets. Another check. Anger. Swiss Sphere. Pretty wide bore. Just want to do that damage. It's only 2. Doesn't do the damage. Well, there's a reason why you should have done the damage. I don't want those in my hand anyway, so 6 to the board. I'll go down to 11. No, 12. I got 2 Lightning Helix to back that up, so it should be okay for a while. Double push pull. He's gonna kill my Goldhound? Nope. Maybe my face. He's gonna anger my Goldhound. Okay. Very angry. I got an angry hound going. Okay. Sure. Can I get a thieving? I cannot. Scam. I'll kill it when he pumps. Right? I need to do that so that I get value. My turn. Mending. Good. 1. I'll take the 1. Kumano. Draw 2, discard 2. What do I have to return? Nothing crazy, right? So probably the Obscura and the push and pull. This counter-target instant or sorcery, target creature, return multicolored. Yeah, it's a good card, but I think I need my hand to be better. Slick Sequence. No, that's a good card. I guess I'll Slick Sequence on his turn. Yeah, I don't want that to happen, so I'll Helix it. Actually, why did I keep the Obscura Charm? I can't even use it. There it is. The Thieving. Another Thieving. Okay. We got a lot of thieves going on here. Hide of Vein Ripper. Might just take this too. Slickshot, show off. Take the 3? I'll take the 3. I mean, if you don't pump, I don't care. So I'll get 2 treasures this way, right? feels like he's got a pump or a burn spell. Either way. Just hide another thieving, I guess. Now I could slick sequence, but I think push pull will be better. Can I pull anything out? I could pull a lot of good stuff out, right? So let's Lightning Helix to Slickshot. I don't think he can burst me from 16. But I can burst him from 20. With a crazy ass card combo. Double strike. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Is that it? Lightning strike? Okay. Down to 9. So here's how it works, right? I can pull out Ving Ripper and Calamity. Pull. My graveyard, please. Ving Ripper and Calamity. Okay. I get the treasures. I will crew or saddle or whatever. Yeah, that's a 1400 damage attack. Bye bye. Alright, our opponent is Tough T. Okay. Tough T it is. We go first with Lilah. Not sure if it'll work, but it seems to be a really good hand. So, if we can get Thieving next turn, that would be insane. Right? If only. They could just cut it down. Novice Inspector. Oh, wow. What are we gonna get here? Flotsam, mill 3 card, cast 8 card without. None of these are that good, right? Guess we'll just get a Flotsam. Sequence. How good is sequence? Pay 5 mana to do that? It's black-white though, so it's the little fairy deck. Hiding Blade. I don't have a creature. I got a slick sequence. Can't really use that on anything. We'll see. We will see, right? I need to draw another land, which is not guaranteed. Braids. Do I want to sequence this? I do need an extra land, right? So let's sequence it right now. It might be useful. I could sack my treasure, but nah. Push pull. Put that in the graveyard? That's a really good card though. So what do I actually have in the graveyard? Come on, let me look at my graveyard, jerk. Alright, Goldhound is not enough, right? Putting push pull feels really bad. I do want an Ill-Timed Explosion this turn, so probably gonna discard a push pull. Do I discard a push pull? Novice Inspector. I might sack the treasure now. Novice Inspector. Pay to draw a card. And then he will sack his treasure. Now, his clue, I could sack the treasure, right? So next turn I Lilah, and then I pay 2 to push pull, so yeah. Destroy your breaks. I can chain the push-pull. That's fun. Does he have anything to kill the Lilah with? Guardian, yeah. Nurturing Pixie. Return a Novice Inspector. He's not going to attack, so this will kill my Lilah. I get a Vein Ripper. Good. So I could just Ill-Time Explosion, right? I could just do that. Alright, I could bring back Lilah, but what do I do with Lilah after I bring her back? Cast another Ill-Time Explosion? Gives me 1. I need 2 treasures. Still. Do I want to pay to get the Flotsam? Nah. Auto pay will give me a treasure. Draw 2, I will not discard. Bring him down to 5. That's 3 damage. That's lethal. Because the Vein Ripper and Lilah will die. Right, and that's 2 more damage. GG. Yay! Push through. No scamas for me. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen all of those games, how did you feel? I feel great. This deck got me to Diamond, and the reason why I did that is because I had such a crazy win streak. I think I won 7 out of 8 games, and that's an insane rate. Of course, I'm not saying that it's gonna have that consistent win ratio, but this deck is obscenely good against aggro. As you've seen, right? It's so crazily good because if they want to go wide, we have a badly timed explosion for them. If they're not going wide, if they just have a little, 1 or 2 creatures in the early game that try to burst us, well, we got a lot of removal. To answer that, we got Lightning Helix, Slick Sequence, even Maestro Charm or Obscura Charm can remove. So we got a lot of things. And then the value just gets overwhelming with Widespread Thieving because it's a ramp, it's a card advantage, it's all of those things, and it combos off with everything else we have in this deck. This Jeskai deck is so obscenely fun to play. I don't even want to play any other deck now that I've played this. This is how much I love this combo, this deck, right? This is why I got the Magic. I love combo decks, and this combo is sick. And our opponent really don't know how to fight against that. We fought only one blue deck in the what is that deck called again? The Simulacrum deck, right? And we fought through a counterspell by casting 2 push, or actually 2 pulls in 1 turn. That was insanely great for us and bad for our opponent. But this is how scary this deck can be. Don't forget, Obscura Charm is a counterspell if you need a counterspell, and Maestro Charm is a life gain if you need a life gain, right? So these are very fringe cards. That's why there's only 1 of each. Since we don't have black mana, there's a lot of cards that we don't ever cast, right? We're never gonna cast Vein Ripper. We're not really looking to cast Obscura Charm or Maestro Charm unless we have to, and we're not looking to cast the pull unless we have to with the treasure. What we really want to do is Goldhound into Widespread Thieving. That is the sick part of the combo in the early game. A lot of people think it's the Lilah deck, it combos off Lilah, but Goldhound into Widespread Thieving is how we win most of our games, because once we have Widespread Thieving out and they don't have an enchantment removal, we get so much ramp from the treasure, and then we can cast whatever we want. That's what makes this deck insanely powerful. That is all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.